Well, hello, grandchild. Hello, grandchildren. Oh my gosh, you're looking so big and beautiful and handsome. Look at you. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm going to have to get some videos and current pictures of you because you've grown so much since I saw you last. Well, I hope you're having a good Harvest Festival time and a big celebration day today. Hope you enjoyed the box I sent you with all the fun. Hope the clothes fit. Grandpa will do the best he can with buying clothes for you, but I was excited to buy them. Hope they were fun gifts and all the others. But today is the day of the crow. Hope the crow's been watching you, but you've been watching him even more so he didn't get your candy and snacks and food. So anyway, I thought I'd take this time, knowing that the crow today is when you catch him and put him in the box, that we read the crow on the counter together. Okay? It's a little long, but I'll try to make it fun. Have you ever wondered why a crow is black and looks kind of eerie and why some old crow is often hanging around? It's usually when the leaves begin to fall off the trees, and if you keep watching the sky, you may even see that old crow flying around with a bunch of other crows. Well, the changing weather is part of the reason. It is when the third season of the year arrives that we call fall. Fall is so special. It's set up for the time of the harvest. Seeds like corn is planted in the spring and it grows plants like corn stalks. And then in the summer they grow food like ears of corn so we can eat the corn. Since the beginning of time, fall is when food is gathered, and God created fall as one of the 4 seasons of the year. And old crow, he looks forward to fall also. All begins in the spring, the first season of the year. Everyone works very hard, and the people dig up the hard ground into big dirt clods, and they break up those clods with a tool called a hoe. That's a sharp metal piece attached to a wood stick, and they beat the clods to make the dirt become smaller. But why? And do you have a hoe out in Daddy's garage or work shed? And why does Crow just sit and watch us? 2 large wood poles were put together next, and they were tied to a rope with a big heavy metal tool called a plow. A mule would sit and pull it through the soft, smaller dirt, while people would guide it into very straight rows. And this was done to plant the seeds saved from last year to grow food for us to eat in the next year. The heat of summer is actually good and doesn't bother seeds because they're covered under the dirt. Summer is the second season when God provides energy from the sun, vitamins and minerals from dirt, of the earth and the water, and from the raining sky. It is God giving the nourishment and health needed for seeds to grow roots and plants and leaves and flowers and seed for food. And that is just how God makes you grow. We know the old black crow was always looking on. It's a very important time for the people and families to finish picking all of the food grown from the earth. The people put the food in bags and baskets and placed them on wood stakes, on shelves, and also hung them from the ceilings and strings. And food was put in jars and laid out from the sun to dry to make the food last longer. Some of the food was carried down into special rooms. They were in the ground called cellars that the people actually built. Some was placed in round rooms called big, tall silos. And the people built them tall to pile all the food up on top of each other to store them. It was the time to store away enough food to be ready for the rest of the year, before the 4th season comes, called winter. It's got old cloudy skies and wet, cold, snowy weather. And now is when old eerie crow will be coming around even the more. A holiday of sorts happens in October. Do you love this time of year? Yeah, it's really cool. That old crow, that eerie old bird, it loves the old cold weather too, that darn black old crow. Family and friends begin to enjoy the cooler weather. The leaves change into so many beautiful colors, and there's not as much work to be done, like grass to be cut in the yard and no more dirt clods to break up or seeds to plant, and the gathering of the food from the farms and gardens is over. So now's the time we celebrate. A nice time to watch the stars and the clear, crisp night sky. The weather is cool to play outside and jump in the piles of the leaves and take naps and just relax and maybe even have a fire to make some s'mores. And then to share your love and be thankful to God. It's also time to have a party. Doing so together with families and neighbors and church and friends for all to drink up and eat. It's fun laughing and putting on makeup, to dress up in fun clothes, even costumes, and to gather food called candy and even some prizes. And to give each other gifts. This is the time for our fall harvest celebration. It's also a special time to give thanks for saints and angels, named as All Saints Day, or otherwise Halloween. You see, Crow has to eat a lot of corn from fields, but it does not want to eat only corn all the time. Have you ever seen the scarecrow in the cornfields and gardens? That's to help keep the old crow from getting your corn. And that is why Crow is always watching to learn where to get its next meal for food. But it doesn't want more corn. So in the next weeks to come, you must have been keeping an eye out for the crow on the counter. Each night it will move from place to place to watch you, to learn where you may hide your snacks and food and candy. And it wants to eat them all up. So be on guard of that eerie old crow and do not touch it. It has been waiting patiently. Now you must be patient and follow these instructions today. On this day of harvest celebration, here's what you must do. You get a box and color it black with crayons or paint. And then you must find and catch that sneaky old crow wherever he's hiding on which counter. Do it, but only on today. Put it in the black box. And now the crow is caught. Your food is safe. Yay! And so you can celebrate your harvest. Enjoying gathering your food and your candy and snacks and prizes and gifts. And remember to say thank you and share your love and have so much fun. I so miss you. I sure wish I could be there and see you in person. But I hope to be watching for pictures and videos of all your activity tonight. Grandpa loves you. As always, you're my grandbabies. Thank you from God. See you soon. I'm going to get up now and stop the video, have my last sip of coffee. But I'll be thinking and praying of you all day as I always do. I love you and your parents. Be nice to them. It's hard growing up parents in these days, you know. I know I am one. Love you so much.